Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today I'm going to be working on issue 74 of the T1 Samba Volkswagen from Van Home. Issue 74 only has this door here. It says to actually take the part, look at it, put it somewhere safe, and then to retrieve the parts from issue 73 to be installed in the car today. So let me go ahead and put this away, and I will get the interior so that we can install the electrics. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the interior, and the first thing it has you do is it describes where all the parts are going to go, and unfortunately Partworks are really good about having you build something fragile as the seats in here, and then they tell you to turn it upside down. So I'm going to turn it not completely upside down. I'm going to turn it this way. You can see where I've taped the taped wires up before. And so I'm going to adjust this camera. Hopefully it will stay in focus the entire time, so that you should be able to see as I'm putting the pieces in. Let me go ahead and find a X-Acto knife. I'll cut the bag open and get the parts out. So in here is a part that will need to be replaced eventually. There's the battery box. Got some screws, some more screws. This is the speaker holder. This is the horn for the car. I believe this is the steering box. Hang on, let me just take a look. Actually, that's right. That was in issue 73, which I don't have the book handy right now. There's the speaker. I'm not sure if this is a test board or will be the final board. More screws. Get that out of the way. We've got some brackets to hold the harnesses in place. Lots of screws, a switch, and I didn't see this when I looked at the instructions before. So give me a second, let me go see where that goes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I went back and looked in book 73. This part is indeed the steering box, and this is a protector, plastic protector to go over probably over the bottom of the circuit board to keep it from hitting any metal pieces. So let me go ahead and take a look. What's it have me do first? Let's see, retrieve the parts. Retrieve the interior assembly, turn it over, place the speaker into the chassis as shown, ensure it's fitted as shown in the picture. So let me go ahead and get this open. And there's the speaker, and the speaker should be, according to the picture, the speaker should be facing down, with the wires coming off here somewhere to the top, which would be the right if the car was upside right. Place the speaker support right here around it, and it's going to go, just double check. It's going to go from this pin to this pin. Something like that. So let me go ahead and set that in there. Try not to touch the speaker again, the diaphragm on there. I know it fits on there, I just had it on there. I think I might have it. No, that should be the right way. Yeah, it's got the screws. There we go. So it is now on there. Let me go away for a second while I put away the screws. Let me see if I can get it. It's not zooming in on, not focusing on the speaker. But let me go put away the screws, which I forgot to do earlier. I also took all the cable holders out, so they're ready. No surprises on the screws. They were all screws that we've had before. And so I need to get 2 of the BP03s out of here. BP03s I have a ton of. So there's the two screws. One's going to go in each of the screw holes for the speaker holder. I'm just moving the speaker slightly so that the wire isn't hitting this little tab that's in there. So this one started. Let me get the other one. And that actually popped off while I was doing other things. Let me see if I can get the screw started. Well, it's not quite exactly in the right spot. There we go. Speaker will not be going anywhere. On the next page, shows us to route the speaker wire this trench here there are posts that are holding it, and then in here again posts on either side. It looks like those holders might glue in instead of the normal, which is have screws. Let's see, it comes down there and then comes out of the car something like this. And it says fit one of the small wiring tabs on the guide. Interior push firmly, ensure the wires are. So apparently these are push on instead of the way they've been in every other part work I've done. Excuse me while I find a pair of tweezers. Instead of being a screw going in here, which is sometimes a little bit of a pain in the behind. So those are going to be a little bit of a pain. I'm going to do them off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I figured out why they were being a pain. They're actually, I had grabbed the wrong size. They're actually labeled and sized. This has a 1, or there's a 2 here on the plastic. Turn this a little bit so maybe you can see it. Probably not. There's a 2 here on the plastic, a 2 here, a 1, a 1. That tells you what size of the bracket to use because there are 3 sizes. There's 1, 2, and 3. And the next step tells me to take these cables that have been hanging here for I'm not sure how long, a while, and reroute them down through this channel here. So let me go ahead and do that and I will be back. Okay, and that has got these wires over there wrapped through here, trying to make trying to make sure that they're pushed down. They're not pinched at all. They can move. They're just a little bit snug. And I did figure out another trick to this is to put one side on, get it pushed on, then rotate it across over the wires. This is actually where they have us leave it, is with these wires all hanging loose. So we've got wire 4, 1, 2, 4, and 3 here. And it looks like this is actually more than just a test board. I see battery, I see battery switch. There looks to be about, there are several on here. It says, okay, 4 speaker, 2 MT, not sure what that is, but there's a lot on this little board. But at this point, you don't use any of that. The last thing you do on here, let me double check the instructions, make sure I did not miss anything. The last thing you do is these wire ties. So I threw away the tape. I'm going to go back and tape this back up, unless I do another video right after this, and in that case it'll be, you know, all this will still be here. But it's getting there. Got the wires in there, a couple of wire ties left, got the battery box. The battery box, the battery box, looking at that, that is just about for sure going to be replaced. Looks like triple A's are going to go in there. I'm gonna wire it to wall power. Still got the steering box here, still got the horn, 2 more of the cable ties. So we'll leave it at that. Let me go to the switch. Hope you're enjoying this build. I am. It's an interesting build. It's not a highly popular subject, I don't think. I love it because you know, as a kid we had one. It's a fun build, I'll tell you that. And it is built not low quality the way the vehicle was, but it is innovative in how they do some of the things to save a little bit of space or a little bit of weight. This, I think, is much better. These little tabs are much better than the screws because I've actually cut through wires using those screws. So come on over to Hobby Time Modelers, see what we're doing. We're both on Facebook and YouTube. Feel free to join us on our Friday or Sunday night streams. Like, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day, great evening, great morning, whatever it happens to be when you watch this. And I will see you on the next video.